I'm going to be warning you about another one of these Illuminati SHILL-Fluencers, Mike Israetel. He's an Illuminati influencer, SHILL-Fluencer, and he's helping Illuminati to keep the masses weak. He's a shill. I've been making videos exposing the Illuminati agendas, explaining, being very valuable to people, teaching the truth on health fitness, teaching people how to raise the testosterone naturally, teaching people how to have an ideal physique, teaching people health fitness. And a lot of it boils down to not having low T. So I'm teaching the truth that will strengthen people, help them to be healthier, live longer lives, have more energy, reduce the risk of disease, and things like this. And then you have these shiftlets like Mike Israetel. And a lot of people don't understand this, that there's a lot of SHILL-Fluencers. I call them SHILL-Fluencers, which is a compound word combining the word shill with influencer. The Illuminati controls this world. They control the Hollywood movie industry. They control the music industry. They control the media. They control politics. The Illuminati control this from behind the scenes. And if you want to control the masses, you control who the masses listen to. So they have shill plants in every click, every little sphere. Okay, they have SHILL-Fluencers in the fitness sphere. They have SHILL-Fluencers in pretty much any field. Okay, they have vegan SHILL-Fluencers. They have carnivore SHILL-Fluencers. They want to control people, so they control who people listen to. And this world system is real. We don't live in a meritocracy. They make sure that people like me don't get a big platform, because that will be a problem for them, because the masses are going to learn what they don't want them to learn. And they boost and make puppet SHILL-Fluencers get big. So those of you that will keep eye on my channel, you know that I've been working to being real in the Matrix, okay? Or the guy in the Daily movie. I'm a persecuted Christian. I'm a target of Illuminati. I'm talking about gang stalking, okay? And like the guy in the Daily movie, I can see the truth in society that is satanic, Illuminati psychopaths hide in plain view. I've been making enough videos. The only issue is like if I had more people have seen what I've already done, I would have a big fall by now. But I work to keep people from seeing my videos, and they work to sabotage them. That's the point. I made a video decoding all kind of phone movies. A lot of people are not even on level 1 of understanding yet. So here's the thing. The deep state, satanic Illuminati, psychopathic powers that control stuff from behind the scenes, they have this modus operandi, where they will hide the truth in plain view, which is why I've shown you videos of forced out of a pandemic, of 9/11, and other things. And here's the thing, from all my research and what I can see is this. If the Illuminati deep state are planning something of major destructive consequence, major destructive impact, or they are currently, presently doing something of major destructive impact, major destructive consequence, they will be hiding it in plain view. They'll be hinting at it. They will be writing cryptic little hints in the pop culture. And people like me, like the guy in the Daily movie, can see the truth, see, in the surface level. So I made a video I've talked about a lot, decoded an all kind of phone movie, and they show their hidden in plain view one of the major agendas. Like basically, they want people eating a high sugar diet. That's one of the ways to control the masses. They want the masses eating a high sugar diet. No kind of phone movie decode that I made. Hidden plain view truth. This anti-sugar represents the satanic, psychopathic, serial killer power of the Illuminati, and one of the silent killers, sugar. So he symbolizes, represents the Illuminati and the substance sugar at the same time. So that also ties in with my no kind of Django Unchained decode. See, they had in plain view. So what I'm telling you is, what I see is that the satanic Illuminati want the masses eating a high sugar diet, because that makes them easy to control. They've been killing a lot of people. So, like I told you, if the Illuminati are doing something, they have like a rule where they will tell people, they will let people know, they will hide hints in plain view. They will like telling themselves. So before they did 9/11, the terror attacks 9/11, the deep state that control America from behind the scenes, before they pull off 9/11, they were hiding little hints about what they're going to do in Hollywood movies, such as Always. That's a unique find to me. I watched a movie Always. Oh, here's another instance of foreshadowing the 9/11 attacks in a movie, Hollywood movie released before, before 1980, I think. Was it 90, 97 or 1980 something? So that's one movie that contains foreshadowed 9/11 attacks because the deep state that control Al Qaeda doesn't control Hollywood. See, the same deep state that control the American media control Hollywood, and they did 9/11. She said, we're planning to do a 9/11 attack. Then we used the media to control the hype fear, be like, here's who did it. And then we used the politicians and media to go, here's the solution, problem solution. Go to war with Iraq. Go to war in Iraq, Afghanistan. So they have this thing where they hide things in plain view. They hide things in plain view that people like me can see. We got what they can see. Notice how that person in that movie, they live. He's like me. Whereas like other people see Hollywood movies, see pop culture, they see the surface level. It's a movie about firefighting airplanes. But the guy that can see, because he know the hidden message is like foreshadow 9/11 attacks. So basically, the gist is this: the Illuminati control Hollywood, and most Christians are so blind because they believe the blind leads for the blind, not doing the job. So I guess it's all me. But for I'm not as others that have been neglected to give out the full counsel of God. Lest Satan should have advantage of you, for I'm not ignorant of his devices. Most Christians remain ignorant of Satan's devices because they listen to blind leaders that help you tell them the truth. So anyway, here's the point. The satanic Illuminati that controls from behind the scenes, they have an MO. That's how they operate. That if they're planning to do something big in the future that's going to hurt a lot of people, take freedoms away, make a lot of people die, make a lot of people sick, they will warn you. They will hint at what they're planning to do in pop culture. If they're doing something right now that's major, they will hint at it in pop culture. So this is why I can find foreshadowing of 9/11 attacks in the Die Hard movies, um, Always, and other uh, movies. And why I can show foreshadowing of pandemic in all the movies and music videos. Fiasco, what China said, that's what Discovery contains foreshadowing of pandemic. Resident Evil movies, Umbrella Corp, Lab Leaked Virus. See, that's a part of the movie. So it's a point. They want the masses eating high sugar diet, which is why shills like Mike Israetel will be working to keep the mass on sugar. Now he's got an impressive physique because he's been doing testosterone injections, possibly human growth hormone. Okay, I'm not an expert in that, but he's been doing something, and he's not even pretending to be natural. Okay, so he's a self-professed nomad. Okay, and it's like, oh, we need to. It's like, oh, he's so smart, science. Okay, he's not just a strong guy, but he's the little naughty shell knockoff Mike SAHA, like a Renaissance man who's physically tough and masculine and also intelligent and articulate and knows science and like truth and can teach things. So this is also part of what they do. They work to they actually have people that are working to copy me. So we're gonna look at this now. System Shield, Mike Israetel. Shilling for the satanic deep state. You can watch my videos. I made videos decoding all kind of phone movies showing the hidden truth in there. With it man like, hey, we're murdering a lot of people with sugar. We control the mass with sugar. Silent killer. And so basically keep an eye on my channel. I make more videos. More like than not, I make more videos. Talk about the hidden plain view truth in this metric system. So I've told people before, the Illuminati are work to control the masses. They want people to be mentally weak, dumb. And if you keep the masses in a high sugar diet, you have people die yearly, more people die yearly. You have more people being dumb and easy to deceive with the media. And you have an easy job controlling the masses if they're eating high sugar diet. If they're eating high sugar diet and they're vitamin C deficient, that makes people easier to control because it makes them mentally less sharp. So here, Renaissance periodization. System shell copycat. We need to copy Mike size and Renaissance man. Renaissance periodization. Sugar is bad for you. Bullshit. So he's like, yeah, some people out here warn you about sugar. Don't listen to them. Keep eating sugar, slaves. Keep eating sugar. Sugar is terrible for you. Wrong. See? So notice how you stand for the deep state where it's like, yeah, there's some people out here like Mike SAHA, Dr. Eric Berg, and other people that actually know the truth that will be warning you about sugar, about a high sugar diet. And it's like, well, we need to keep the mass on high sugar diets. Let's use this shield like Israetel. Oh, but he's got credibility because he's got big muscles and some kind of degree, see? So it's like, yeah, keep eating the sugar. Don't worry about the sugar. So sugar is terrible for you. Raw. Okay. Get lean by cutting out sugar. Raw. I cut out sugar, bitch. I'm lean with a six pack. You fucking shill. Traitor, scumbag, selling out humanity. Only dumb people take this guy serious anyway. So let's look at the other side of the story. So this guy is like, yeah, he's responding to people that are right in warning about sugar and telling you that that's why people get fat. And it's like, if you want to be healthy, you want to lose fat, burn, you want to lose fat, you want to build muscle, you want to look better, perform better mentally, physically, cut down on the sugar. And this guy is chilling for the deep state, but like, no, don't worry about that. Sugar isn't bad, okay? Let's look at the other side of the story here. Sugar, testosterone, Google search, okay? Here, Natural Institutes of Health, Mr. Scientist, NHI.gov, sugar, sweetened beverage intake, and serum testosterone levels. Sugar and testosterone. I've been tired for a long time. I believe that sugar lowers testosterone. Background, abstract. This population-based study was designed to investigate whether consumption of sugar-sweetened beverages, SSB, is associated with lower serum total testosterone concentration in men 20 to 39 years old. Okay, here. Among all subjects, normal testosterone levels. Here. Here. Conclusion. Sugar sweetened beverages consumption is significantly associated with low serum testosterone. See? Drinking sugar drinks, conclusion of that study, low testosterone. See? Low. So somebody drinks Coca-Cola, whatever. I'm not like being attacking any brand. I don't care what brand. It's Pepsi, Coke, okay, a sugar drink. If it's you putting sugar in your coffee, that's a sugar drink. See, so after somebody drinks a sugar drink, test your testosterone levels, and it has lower testosterone according to the study. Conclusion. See, conclusion. SSB consumption is significantly, okay, not to some extent or somewhat or in some cases. It says significantly associated with low serum testosterone in men 20 to 39 years old in the United States. This has been part of my coaching for years. I'm ripped with a six pack. Okay. Why is it that so few men have the physique that I have? I'm 35. It's because most men have low testosterone. And sugar is one of the causes of men having low testosterone. Because the average American Swedish person consumes a high sugar diet. And if you walk around having low T, your body soaks up fat, adipose tissue, and it makes it harder for you to achieve and maintain a lean muscular physique. See, testosterone, visual indicators of high testosterone, low body fat percentage, lean muscle. Okay, opposite of that visual indicator is adipose tissue collection at the like gynecomastia mass and man boobs and a beer belly. See, that these are visual indicators of low T, of testosterone levels have declined from the previous level, which is why you have something called a dad bod. When your dad is in his 20s, most likely he's like got a lean, he's more likely to have a lean physique. If you look at a picture of your dad when he got married to your mom back at 25, wow, this guy was lean. And then now he's like 50 or something, like he has what's called a dad bod. Because you have a natural decline to testosterone levels by aging, okay? And if testosterone goes down, body fat goes up, which is why you have more lean men that are young men in their 20s than men in their 50s that are lean, okay? Because testosterone goes down and body fat goes up. Now, the issue is that you have an abnormally non-natural decline in testosterone levels, where you have more men in their 20s having that problem. See? So I've been telling you the whole time. This is part of my health fitness coaching for years. Cut down on the sugar, eat less sugar. So if sugar lowers testosterone, that you have to understand the secret to me being ripped with a six pack and super energetic and athletic. A lot of that boils down to not having low T like the average person does. See, testosterone performance indicators of high testosterone is stamina, endurance, power, not being fatigued easily. like athletic performance, okay, and visual indicators like a lean muscle physique. See, so and how do I live my life? Eating a rarely low amounts of sugar per day, less than 10 grams of sugar as opposed to 88 plus grams of sugar per day that the average American consumes. Now that's not the end all be all, okay, but that's part of it. It's like a major part of uh, like my protocol, okay. That's anybody looking to live longer, look, feel better, be healthier, um, meet the fitness goals. Part is going to be cut down on sugar. And I would say there's nobody I would give the advice to eat a high sugar diet to. Not even if someone's like a bodybuilder that asks my opinion. I'm preparing for Mr. Olympia. I want to bulk up. Not even that want to go sugar. I'd be like, well, eat fruits. Better eat a lot of fruits if you want to have like caloric excess. Like eat fruits, sweet fruits if you want to have a lot of carbohydrates, something like this. Grapes, bananas, oranges, like naturally occurring form of natural sugar in its natural form, like the fruit sugar in an orange, eating it in an orange, because it has fiber in there, which can slow down uptake. One way that sugar, especially liquid form, hurts you is due to a rapid insulin spike. And you're more likely to get type 1, type 2 diabetes, this type 2. So part of how sugar hurts you, it causes like a rapid blood sugar spike and then a crash. So your blood sugar goes up and down if you eat a high sugar diet, even if you're consuming solids. You have like a natural, you have a up and down blood sugar spike. Whereas me, I do OMAD fast, eat a low sugar diet, so I have like a smooth blood sugar. Okay. Whereas if you eat a high sugar diet, your blood sugar goes up and down, and more likely to get diabetes, for example. So here, sugar sweetened beverages. Sugar sweetened beverage consumption is significantly associated with low serum testosterone in men 20 to 39 years old in the United States. So, according to this study, PubMed see Mr. Scientist, Mr. Scientist. Okay, science, Mr. Scientist. Okay, Natural Library of Medicine, ncbi.gov. Okay. Male hypogonadism is a condition in which the body produces insufficient testosterone, the male reproductive hormone that supports masculine growth, okay, and development during puberty, and enables adult males to produce sperm and reproduce. Here, higher testosterone were found in non-diabetic males compared to those with diabetes, and in more physically active men than sedentary men. So here's the thing: chicken and egg. Men with low T are going to have fatigue, less athletic performance. They're going to have less energy. So it's like there's going to be some chicken and egg in there. Me practicing real science here. It's not like, well, men that are sedentary get low testosterone, and that's the simple fact. No, it's going to be men that have low T are less likely to be physically active. See? So men that have low T, it's like they have fatigue, and it's harder for them to exercise. Okay, if you're like me, you bubble with energy. I had to like use discipline to not exercise. Okay, see, it's like I end up feeling like being physically active. Okay, so if you have low T, it makes less likely you will exercise. So it's gonna be not just like, well, men that are sedentary get low T. Okay, well, you're gonna have men that have low T are more likely to end up living a sedentary life. And if you live a sedentary life, then your testosterone can further go down. So, okay, so this is just one of many. Let's go back. I've seen some good articles on health. Does sugar low testosterone? Yes. We all know that excess sugar and certain testosterone fruits considered sugar low testosterone. Yes, that's right. Testosterone dramatically decreases almost immediately after sugar consumption due to the rapid release of insulin in the body. And notice what I've been teaching you. Men with chronic low testosterone can experience a number of issues, including what? Body fat, loss of muscle. See? Yeah, yeah. So this guy injects testosterone into himself, and then he's working to help the Illuminati to keep you having low T. So it's kind of simple. Do you understand? If you live a life like I do, the pro-testosterone lifestyle, well, my life is like designed to protect my testosterone levels pretty much. And you see me having lean muscle, being ripped with a six-pack, having super good athletic performance, stamina, energy, all this stuff. A lot of that just boils down to testosterone levels, not having as low T as average man does. Okay. Um, So if you think about this, if I started living like the average person does, and this is one of the areas, okay, this is going to be the perfume, fragrance products, with fatales and fragrances, what the average man do, they wear clothes washing softener, they hide their gender and claim you see. If something or man's testosterone, what they will eat, body fat goes up, makes you softer physically. Did you know that softener contains ingredients that can lower testosterone? Sugar lowers testosterone. Soft serve ice creams, soft drinks, delivery methods to give you like a really big amount of sugar. Okay, soft serve ice cream. They don't call it like frozen or no, soft serve ice cream. Serve the deep state. Be another feminine beta. Sacrifice masculine and alter deep state. Okay, soft serve ice cream, high sugar. Soft drinks, high sugar. Softener. All of these things lower your testosterone. And if testosterone goes down, body fat goes up, yielding a softer physique. Notice what I told you, the guy one that can see. If I go open up my electric washing machine, it says softener. And if I go Google, I can find articles that softener can lower men's testosterone. And what I know, that if testosterone goes down, body fat goes up, resulting in a softer physique. See, they had it maybe soft serve ice cream, softer, soft drinks. See? But this shill, he will tell you, oh, don't worry about this. Sugar isn't that bad. Okay. So that's the point. We don't live in meritocracy. People be healthy, listen to me. See, I have more confidence in this person. I'm more valuable to men looking to be healthier, to get in shape than Mike Israetel. But he's bigger. See? So it's not that we don't live in a meritocracy. It's like the best fitness influencer, that's the best at health fitness teaching. He's going to be the biggest YouTuber. No. As a matter of fact, get too good in the rather deep state. Don't want people to be strong, fit, and healthy, really. I'm going to be like, we need to make sure this guy doesn't reach a lot of people with his videos. Because that can cause a lot of trouble for us. Okay. Anyway, so imagine this. If I go live an average man's life, I eat, instead of eating omelette, that's another thing that can affect your hormones. Fasting. Okay. Doing omelette fasting. Human growth hormone testosterone levels can be affected by, and I would say positively affected by fasting. Okay. So that's another thing that I do. Like I support. If I went from eating once a day and getting less than 20 grams of sugar per day to eating 3 times per day, and as the average American, like around 80 grams of sugar per day. So I wake up in the morning, and instead of living like I believe the last 5-6 years, doing omelette fasting, taking supplements, not eating breakfast, not eating lunch, not eating, stop eating at the end of the day, like before going to bed. Okay, like at the end of the day, one time, omelette fasting. If I and when I do eat, it's a low sugar meal. Now, if I will go to tomorrow, I wake up, have a cup of coffee with a sugar cube in it, 5 grams of sugar in a sugar cube, and I have this insulin spike, blood sugar spike. And remember, after drinking sugar, your testosterone levels go down. So if I wake up, have a cup of coffee with sugar in it, or cereal, see, milk with Frosties, then it's like cereal with sugar. I get a dose of sugar, and then after that, I have low T. Then I eat lunch, and I have sugar at lunch, low T. And then I eat supper with something sugar, with sugar in there, and my T is low. So if you walk around day by day with low T, you're gonna have a low T look, physique, body, mind, performance. See, so it's like a loading dose in the morning to lower your testosterone, and then it's like if it starts to recover a little bit, you eat lunch again with something sugary, push it down again. So you keep yourself low T by eating a high sugar diet, eating several times a day. Eating 3 times a day, and each time you're eating, you lower your testosterone. You'll have 24/7 lower T than someone that doesn't eat a high sugar diet. See? And then you'll walk around with low T. You're not going to have the same muscle growth just from daily activities. I have stayed ripped with a six-pack since my 20s, And for years, I have been doing ab exercise, no crunches, sit ups, just walking around, having my normal life, the one sit up, getting out of bed. See, so if you have high testosterone, uh, you don't have to work as hard. See, if I want to be a bodybuilder, if I want to be a natty bodybuilder, I definitely could. Okay, the reason is I don't want to. It's like it's not ideal. Don't be deceived by these people, uncommon sense, these other frauds, into thinking like that's ideal physique, like the bodybuilder physique. It's not. Women find my physique more attractive, according to science, than somebody's like huge. Okay, so I have an ideal male physique. Okay, this is more attractive to women. They pick this physique over Miss Olympia bodybuilders. See, okay. So it's like, why would I want something that's not ideal? It's like it doesn't make you less attract. It makes you less attractive women to be bigger than that and more muscular. Uh, it's not conducive to a good lifespan, meaning it makes you live a shorter life. It's not good for longevity. Uh, you have to eat more, spend more money. So it's like it's why strive for something that's not ideal. Okay, so that's another thing that a lot of people fall for. Like the best physique is look like Conan the Barbarian. No, it's not. So yeah, basically, if you eat breakfast, you have sugar, your testosterone goes down. You eat lunch again, testosterone goes down because you eat sugar. You keep your testosterone levels low throughout the day by eating several times a day and eating sugar at the time you eat. See, so part of my health fitness culture for years has been supplementation is key. Uh, Cut out the sugar and detox your life, which means change replace as many of these anti-testosterone hydrogen cleaning chemicals, like the fragrance perfume ones, with natural alternatives like unperfumed natural episodes. What I use. So instead of using softener, I don't use softener. I don't use shampoo, shower gel. I use natural apple soap for shower and wash my hands. I use bicarb vinegar for washing clothes in the washing machine. So I don't use softener. So I don't have all these toxic chemical exposure to testosterone, and I eat a low sugar diet and take a lot of supplements. See, so this shill, Mike Israetel, he's working for the deep state Illuminati to control you. Oh, don't worry about this. Oh, yeah, there's people out here that worry about sugar for good reason. Don't worry about that. Sugar, cocaine. Yeah. Then even this guy, what's his name? Dr. Eric Berg. Even Eric Berg warns about sugar. And he's a retard shill too. And what gave me as a shill is one of these shills that is like he's like really beneficial as a shill, but in a key issue he poses the well, where it's like he's right on like OMAD fasting is good for you, okay. Uh, these chemicals like they can be bad for you. It's like, okay, right, but then it goes to vitamin C, and it's got a video. It's like don't supplement with ascorbic acid, vitamin C. It's synthetic, they're bad for you. Get it from natural sources. Okay, that's a shell. That's a shell. Okay.
brains of food addicts
I mean,
do to
it's not
cut down.
hard. It's not hard. Calcium is poison, by the way, too. Okay, at certain levels. So the average American has too much calcium and iron in the body. What is another weaponized food is serum that's been popularized. So you buy serum, and typically it's consumed with a high calcium liquid, more or less viscous. So okay, very viscosity. So it can be yogurt or it can be milk. So it's like a bowl, milk, and you pour serum in there that has gluten, iron enriched, fortified. A lot of times it has iron added to it. So it's calcium, iron, and sugar. And that's a lot of people have that for breakfast. High calcium meal, high sugar, gluten, and iron. See, a lot of people have high iron, too high, and too high calcium. What a shill. Is sugar really bad for health? What a piece of shit. What a piece of shit. He also shills for uh, No, it's like I've heard him say artificial sweeteners are not bad for the super safe. What a fucking shill. Okay. Aspartame. I don't trust aspartame. Sucralose. So it's not, oh, if it's not sugars, it's chemical sweeteners can be good for it. No. I don't trust these chemical sweeteners. Monosodium glutamate E61 is the number. Monosodium glutamate MSG. I don't trust that. I don't trust aspartame. I don't trust sucralose. And there's also hidden sugar sources where it's like a loophole where they call it something else, but it's still like a sugar. Okay. It says like it has this other thing in it. What's it, maltitol or something like this? Maltodextrin. Maltodextrin, I think that's pretty close to being sugar, only they figure out a way they can change the name so it doesn't say sugar, it says maltodextrin. And they can market it sugar free, but that the end result is very similar to sugar high effects. So, yeah, most guys out there, you're not ripped with a six pack, being like a superhero in athleticism, like Mike said, having all the visual and performance indicators of high testosterone. Okay, to the level where people think I'm on boards and meth and things like this. People, Mike Hammer, stop doing meth because it's like they've seen a video where it's like somebody was meth fueled, so he was able to ski like the meth fueled Finn on John Hub YouTube channel. It's like the guy was on meth, so he was able to ski in the winter for 6 hours while take a break. So they see me be able to train for hours being there. It's like it's so about what the average person can do athletically. That's like it's too hard to believe. It seems too good to be true. That's when you know you're good. If you're so good and it seems too good to be true, and people think you're on meth or something like this. Well, fucking retarded, really. Anyway, it's the point. Rip with a six pack. Yeah, that's right, bitch. Yeah, so beware of Mike Israetel. Beware of Mike Israetel. He's a system shill. He's a system shill. What a shill he is. What a goddamn shill. Don't get me started. I will almost use the N word, okay? I'm not going to use the N word in this life. I will save it until it counts, okay? I will call white people the N word, by the way. I never call like black people the N word as an insult. Typically. Never typically. Okay. So remember that. Okay. Now and then I'm known to call a white person the N word as an insult. Okay. Now that doesn't mean that an actual black person it's like a bad thing to be, but it's just something that is like aggressive and it might shock somebody, and it also it's like it has the energy of like it's like a really okay. So I will explain that. Okay, so I'll go as close as calling an Hispanic person the N word, but in anger, but never a black person. Okay, so yeah. I had a black person call me the N-word once. So that gave me, that granted me like the N-word call, as far as I'm concerned. If a black man calls me the N-word once, it's like, okay, this guy called me an N-word, now I'm an N-word, and black people call each other the N-word as a term of endearment. My N-word, okay. What's up, my N-word? And it's a hello, my friend, or something. Okay. So here's the point. Okay. So yeah, anyway. Now it's like, as far as I'm concerned, if I got a deep suntan, I pass as a black man because I got like certain features that are typically like the black DNA, like big lips and like a big nose and kind of like a strong jawline and things like this. And definitely, I'm black beneath the waist. So okay, and so but basically, okay, you get that, yeah. So here's the thing. Also, black people have higher testosterone a lot of times than white people do. Okay, so whatever is the point. I'm a black man that got vitiligo, like Michael Jackson, only spread so my whole skin became white. And it was like his spots, okay, in case you're wondering. So I also self identify as a black person. So everyone has a point, sometimes. So anyway, here's the point. Let's get, okay, we've been serious. So here's the point. Beware of my history. Another person that was recent is the Swedish SHILL-Fluencer Uncommon Sense. I'm a natty. He's a fake natty. He's such a fake natty. I made a video about him. Just not really like I'm not doing the high production where it's like gotta be edited and it slides every time PowerPoint presentation. Sometimes I just go. I see like, oh, this guy's a shill. Make a video. The guy's a shill. Okay, bye. See you later. Okay, so that's the point. Not, this uncommon sense is not a SHILL-Fluencer to be aware of. Okay, it's not a SHILL-Fluencer to be aware of. Uncommon sense, fake natty. If you think he's a real, like a natural natty, you're mentally ill. He's a fake natty. Okay, if you can't see, that's something's wrong with you. It's like, and it's like the gall that he's even like trying to pass himself off as a natty is ridiculous. So it's pretty much like the Swedish liver king rat ab implants. So that it's very deceptive. But it's like there's like a format. It's like an average guy gets on testosterone. Okay, starts performance enhancing drugs, works like a maniac, like a bodybuilder. Okay, while doing testosterone injections, TRT, to get an impressive physique like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Okay, in his prime, and then they use that to scam young men that are like looking to get in shape and be like, yeah, and it's false hope. It's like I'm more valuable because I have an ideal physique. So it's not even ideal to look like uncommon sense or Schwarzenegger is prime. That's not ideal. Women don't find it attractive. According to science, most women will pick a person that has this physique over somebody that looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger is prime, like a big Hulk. Okay, so it's not ideal in terms of attracting a mate. And that's a good indicator of what's ideal. What makes you more attracted to the opposite sex, according to science. Okay, because it means that it's like this is quality. Okay, so what is the point? Like for example, a lot of guys that are incel are ugly and fat. Okay, see, so that makes it non-desirable to women. And if the same guy would become a better person to care, start exercising, care about the diet, things like this, learning skills, gaining competence in health, fitness, whatever, they'd be more attracted to opposite sex. So that's like a significant metric. Okay, it matters. So anyway, that's the point. Um, yeah, okay. So it's not ideal. It's like it doesn't make you more attracted to women. It makes you live a shorter life. Okay, you won't live as long being that big. It doesn't make you more attractive. It's not like ideal for attractive women. It's not ideal for living as long as you can, and it's not ideal for auto performance. So yeah, whatever. Here's the point. No, I'm not like really. I'm not like attacking people per se. If like somebody's a bodybuilder, that for that person be a fringe person idea. Like I'm gonna give my life. My goal in life for me is my dream is to be a bodybuilder and win Miss Olympia or something like this. And I want to be like in the centerfold of men's fitness as a bodybuilder and something like this. It's like okay for that person be ideal. Okay, but a lot of these people will tell you that it's a consumer cost. Rich Piana died. See, he died. Ronnie Coleman, his body's destroyed. Okay, so it's not good for you. And a lot of the bodybuilders, they eat extreme amounts. And it's not just, it's probably what they eat a lot of times. They eat like ice cream because you need to get close excess. So they eat candy, sugary drinks, and things like this. So they once again, like the blood sugar spike. And they eat too much. So it's like you're pushing a lot of stuff, and your body is taxed by processing all this junk you're throwing into it all the time. And you walk around having inflammation and things like this. Whatever. Beware of Mike Israetel, he's a shill. Uncommon Sense is a Swedish SHILL-Fluencer too. Fake natty. Okay, fake natty. If you think he's a real natty, you can go listen to him and take his health advice, okay? Mike Israetel is another scam, a SHILL-Fluencer, okay? Um, Greg Doucette, okay, he's a fake natty too. I'm gonna expose that motherfucker, okay? I gotta expose him. Greg Doucette, fake natty. Okay, now that's a joke, okay, because he's not claiming to be natty, okay. So but that's like his format, that's a lot of videos. This person natty or not. There's a lot of fitness influencer videos, like natty or not. But I think that's kind of good as it's being talked about because there was a while when people weren't even suspected of being non-natural. Now, somebody who's actually a bodybuilder who's doing gear, who looks at uncommon sense, will be like, yeah, that guy looks like a guy who's on gear, okay? But it's like people that don't know health fitness and look at somebody like that, be like, well, I believe I'm a natural. I'm an actor, I believe you, okay? And it's false hope because it gives you the idea that it's like, if I look at Uncommon Sense YouTube channel and I follow his protocol, I can look like that one day. And it's not even ideal to look like that, remember? But it's like, no, it's not. Because he didn't get that physique by what he's telling you he did to get it. Part of what undisclosed he's been doing to present as this person with this physique is injecting fucking testosterone into himself or growth hormone, whatever he's been doing. Okay, so yeah, it gives people false hope. It's like, oh, look at this guy, he's a press physique, so it's like follow his protocol could be like him. No, you can't. Now, without the testosterone injecting something, it'd be interesting if you could have like AI be like this guy without the testosterone injections, it'd be like 25% less mass or something like this. See, it's like you don't have the transformation from exercising alone. So here's the thing: the reason why it's so hard for a lot of guys to get in better shape is because they have low testosterone. And why does the average man have low testosterone? Because the lifestyle is living. And that's why I've been teaching you things that you can do to raise the testosterone naturally, more modestly, okay, and preventing a decline, to have less of a decline per year. So the average man uses all these chemical toxins. They have all these hiding home cleaning chemical toxin exposures daily. They're eating a high sugar diet. And here's a big problem too. They're vitamin deficient. And a lot of people fall for the lie that I can get enough vitamins by eating a very diet. Okay. Fruits and vegetables in a salad. Now we don't have a glass of orange juice today. I'm good to go. No. Okay. Do not foolishly attempt to achieve therapeutic effect from subtherapeutic amounts of vitamins. But okay. So that's the point. Here's some simple things you can do to look, feel, perform better, and naturally raise your testosterone if it is low, which most likely it is lower than it should be. Cut out the sugar. Start supplementing. And I think they can deal with that in another video. It's like the amounts. But here's some supplements that I believe that all human adults should take. Vitamin D3 with K2. Magnesium. Vitamin C. A B complex. And niacinamide. 5. D3 with K2, vitamin C, magnesium, B complex, niacinamide. And that's a good like 5 supplements that I believe that all human beings should take. And you can't get enough of these things from diet alone, don't count on. So Frank Tufano, I used to make videos like this about him. He's a shill. He's shilling for the elites by like he had a period where he was like pooping supplements and like a national sources guy, which is like, yeah, zinc is good for you, like lip service. Like zinc is good for you. Here's some natural sources. King crab, 20 milligrams per king crab. Okay. Now I can get a bottle of zinc with 10 milligrams per tablet, 100 tablets for like $6. Okay. And one king crab, let's say, has 10, 20 milligrams of zinc. How much money will I have to spend? Just for money alone. I might have to spend $300 to get 20 milligrams of zinc per day if I'm sourcing from king crab. Okay. See? So it's like, now eventually, he I guess he learned and did his research. Whatever happened, he went from being part of the problem to more part of the solution. It's like, yeah, supplements and selling some supplements. Another fad is the organ stuff. Where it's like, don't waste your money on organ supplements. Okay, you want to buy supplements, vitamins, not organs. It's not like, oh, organ meat is high in creatine. I'd rather buy creatine monohydrate powder and put a teaspoon of that into a bottle, and I'm getting 5 grams of creatine, rather than I'm eating 6 pounds of steak to get 5 grams of creatine. You see, for money alone and all kinds of reasons, just it's suboptimal. Okay, so why do you think the pro bodybuilders don't eat goat testicles? They inject testosterone into the body because it's synthetic. It's like an extract. It's pure testosterone injected into the bloodstream, and it's more effective than eating 6 kilos of goat testicles or something like this. And you might get, do you understand? So it's like these fads. Stop being so goddamn retarded. People are so easy to deceive. You need my advice. Get on the protocol. You need to sharpen up your mind so you'll be less deceived by the next fad. It's like, oh yeah, look at my wardrobe physique. The secret is the ancestral tenants, or I go out in the moonlight and stand there and ground myself with my feet in a ditch, and that supercharges my testosterone or something like this. Okay, and it's like, see, it's like, stop being scared. So nothing I've said is licensed. You should take as medical advice information. It's not intended to replace the care of a licensed physician. So talk to a doctor before starting to or start to take any supplements or medications. Talk to a licensed physician before taking any of the advice that I've been giving this video. Like, do this, take this up, but talk to a doctor before you do anything that I've been talking about in this video. And that's the disclaimer, okay? So that's going to be the end of the video. Beware of Mike Israetel. His system share is ridiculous. And you can listen to me if you want to. You want to be healthier, you listen to me. Okay? So, yeah, that's how that works. I'd like to see Greg Doucette and Mike Israetel have an exhibition boxing match. That'd be interesting. It'd be good content. Okay. Greg is saying here, come try with me here. That'll be Greg and my deception. He said, can you take off your shirt and lube yourself up and stand and flex? I need to know what type of boxes I want to train for this. That'll be Greg and my deception ferociously. And I'll be like, that just almost there, Greg. Okay. It's the point. Yeah, so if Greg Deception wants to fight Mike Israel as a lubed up in baby oil or not. But if he wants to fight Mike Israetel, and he needs to coach me, I'll coach him online. Okay, I believe I could get him to be able to throw punches more just by having help us against him on live stream. Now he's gonna have to be wearing one of these speedos like the Tarzan with the leopard colors on it, and we have baby oil on it. Just so he'll have less friction with his movies on through there. So that'd be great. So that's the point. We get it. We're gonna finish up. Don't believe these fakes, okay? That's what it boils down to. You want to be stronger, fitter, healthier. I'm a person that has an ideal physique, okay? And it's attainable. So it's not false hope. Like someone's like, wow, look at him, what shape he's in. And he's been injected testosterone into himself. So I'm a person that has an objective, verifiable, better physique than average person and athletic performance. And I can teach things that help other young men to achieve the same physique, like raising athletic performance and getting better shape. And it's not that you have to get on roads to get this. Okay. So, yeah, this could be another video.